Hi guys, I'm out here in my sort of big fancy garden and I'm getting some beans for dinner. These are the French-filet styles. They're Calimas that I got from Baker Creek. I love them. I basically collect a handful like this about every day to eat and cook for, maybe 2 months before the plants stop producing. So I just kind of want to show you a little trick when it comes to weed-free gardening. If you don't want to have to deal with a bunch of weeds in your bean patch, overplant. I know everything's got all these spacing requirements on it and that everybody wants to worry about airflow and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, if you're getting your soil right, it doesn't matter. If you're in a too wet climate, a planting like this helps kind of keep excess moisture off the soil. If you're in a climate that's way too dry, then this helps keep moisture in the soil. So you can get a lot of productivity out of just a little bit of space. Now these are bush beans. If you were doing some runner beans, you'd of course have to post up. But you can see just the amount of productivity each little plant, even though I've planted them way closer than I'm supposed to, they're massively productive. And so they'll just keep producing. You just keep coming out and finding, and they're always hiding in here. So it's like, once I start looking, I'm like, oh my gosh, there are like 50 million of them in there. So you may just have to use your hands. Everybody's also worried about pest control and, attracting pests. And, sometimes that's a problem, but most of the time what happens is if you have all these in one place, you're also attracting whatever eats the pests that you have a problem with. Plus, when you come out here to harvest, you can do what I did. And as long as it's not something like a blister beetle that's going to burn you when you squash it, just squish whatever pests you see. You're kind of part of the cycle here. And then when it comes time to clean up your garden bed, just take your scissors, leave the roots in place, leave the green matter on top, and plant right inside. One last thing, everybody. They always say you can't put perennials and annuals together in the same planting area. So I've got perennial roses, I've got some phlox over here, I've even got some dollarweed. It's really not a big deal if you're getting the soil right. So don't be afraid to intermix. You got some evening primrose over there. There's a wisteria that I have in the middle of my garden so I can control it back there. Some of the rules only make sense if you have poor soil.